right, everybody, this is your host, Paul Gaither. This is going to be Madden NFL 2003, and I'm a big fan of this channel, Infraction, with their copyright-free music. So let's get a little bit of background music going on. I don't want it overpowering my voice, but absolutely love what it brings to the table. So a little audio balance. Yeah, I think we got something going on here, folks. Great to have you here. We're in practice mode. And what are we looking at? We are looking at the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans, and we're looking at custom playbooks. That is the point. That is what's going on. So we're just sorted, like just a pile of runs and a pile of passes. I've got my handy dandy notebook out here, and it's time to have some fun here. All right, very first thing we want to look at is the plays on the screen and then how we're going to apply them. Halfback sprint, pulling guard from the strong side to the weak side. Scroll down on the page, halfback crash, X button, strong side guard, pulling weak side. Halfback cutback, same thing. Halfback belly weak, same thing. Halfback counter, same thing. Are they all the exact same play? No. So we're going to have to take a look at sprint. Claims in the art that it is a run between the guard and the tackle. So in the weak side B gap. In halfback crash, it's saying inside A gap. Cutback basically looks like a counter of sorts where he steps to the right and then cuts back into the B gap. Halfback belly weak looks like the same art as a counter play. Halfback counter looks like it's trying to hit the D gap. And there we go. Then we also have, as you'll see on screen specifically here in the middle, A button, counter weak, and scroll down, counter weak. But instead of, it's like HB counter WK weak and just regular counter weak. So that is a theme that we're going to take a look at before we even look at the plays that set up said counters. But let's take a look here. Halfback sprint is where we're going to get started. And so one of the goals here is we're going to have them set up in nickel defense, man lock. There's a variety of reasons why I like to set this up, not the least of which is we're trying to run the ball when they man up, like with nickel defense. Okay, for some reason it's doing that. Okay, we've got, yeah, a weird little drift action here. Okay, that's fine. Some reason the controller wanted to drift a little bit. So let's take the ball, right hash here. So again, the theme, the philosophy, the goal, the idea, whatever you want to call it, is as follows. We come out with 3 wide receivers, they match us with nickel. Because of that, they have 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers. They go too high, and so we're going to audible or kill into a run. We might even call a run out of the huddle, though usually we're going to audible or kill to said run. So, because we've got the numbers in the box, we've got our 5 linemen and a tight end, makes 6 blockers. They have 6 guys up front. That means no one should be able to touch our running back in a perfect world. More specifically, and as we can see here, they've shifted the defensive line to cover the tight end. So we actually want to run weak, and we're going to keep it that way. With that in mind, we're also going to go into coaching strategies, offensive audibles. And I've already preset these audibles, not like it makes a big difference, because there are certain plays I want to take a look at. I want to take a look at toss strong, the power version, and the sweep strong version. So sweep strong has a pulling tackle, halfback power has a pulling tackle, and so we're going to go toss sweep, sweep strong, halfback power. That's what we want. We're looking at 3 different ways that are all pretty much all pulling the play side tackle. What is the difference between them? And that's where we're going to make a save. Okay. Then the other thing we're going to look at in the audibles, left trigger, we're going to pitch it to the left. And then we've got a weak slam. Okay. With that in mind, let's take a look at the handoff. Let's not touch anything. Let's just snap the ball. And without doing anything as a user, we still pick up 4 yards. Things we're going to pay attention to. Halfback footwork. Dip back. So, he's going to dip his foot back. Drive. And he's going to have that aim point in the B gap. Right? Okay. Fantastic. So, let's start breaking it down. Okay. Things I want to take a look at. Tony Baselli, but regardless who the player is. Blocking one-on-one. Fake double team. Then gets off, picks up the linebacker. Puller pushes through the hole. Of note, no good blocking. Like, no aggressive good blocking here. That's a specific note. No way to take that and then L trigger, bounce it outside because there's a defender there. We probably want to R trigger, bounce back inside. That's a thing to note. Defense is lined up 3 to the left. They did not shift the down lineman. User control. Jason PDSI says, Paul, do you control the running back after the snap? Usually I like to when I'm playing the game. Yes, absolutely, Jason. Sometimes I don't control the running back, and I specifically will tell you if I am or I'm not. Some of the reason not to do it, Jason, is just let his awareness matter. That way, every running back isn't just a clone of you with different attributes, if that makes sense. So let the different awareness ratings have it. At the same time, I do like to control it because running the football is fun. Making reads and making plays is fun. Jason says, I find that when I don't, the running back completely misses open holes. It's supposed to be awareness. Now, a secondary layer is we can actually try to take running backs, I would assume like Marshall Faulk and others who have eye awareness, and see how aware they are at running the ball. Jason, you will notice that when we play against the computer, that especially the really great running backs, and Eddie George here of the Titans, they'll tear us up, right? So that's what it's supposed to be. So getting back to this, and I absolutely love the question, we're taking a look here. It's a different front, and this is one of the issues that we run into in general, is our guard gets just popped, driven backwards, and it kind of causes our puller to get hung up and stuck. And I'm not calling that a problem. Like, that happens in real life, right? Now, the footwork isn't the best. You'd want to drop step with your left foot, not just, like, do whatever that is. And you don't want to, like, trip and have your ankle get, your foot get tripped up in the ankle of the center, right? You do need some space. But, yeah, if your guy is getting, like, blown off the ball and you're trying to be a puller and he's in your way, there can be an issue. Regardless of that fact, number 70 is basically taking us to the hole, right? We're not going to hit here. We don't even have a blocker there. And we're not hitting here because, again, second thing to note, still not blocking well. There are some plays where this block happens. There are plays where this block doesn't happen. And that's one of the things that we're putting in our back pocket. We're pinning in our back pocket here. So regardless, 70 is taking us to the hole. And that means we're going here. And what happens, whether he makes that block or not, whether 68 finishes the block, whether we drive through or not, is an issue. All right. Jason has 2 more comments. It says, thank you. On the subject of awareness, is awareness rating what affects QB ability to read a defense when you sim a play? Absolutely. Awareness. Now, if you just click the sim button, the game has all kinds of things that awareness is attached to. But yes, awareness is supposed to be a big deal in offense and defensive performance. As I've mentioned in other videos, and it's a really good question, Jason, is awareness is generally the catch-all for everything, right? Like, especially looking at defense. And sorry other people who have heard me talk about this before, you've got your physical ratings, how fast they are, how strong they are, how much acceleration they have to get up to that top speed, right? The catch for interceptions, their carry whenever they have the ball off an interception or a fumble recovery, that they're not going to fumble it back or whatever. Their ability to jump and leap and swat at a pass. Break a tackle. Again, are they holding on to the football? What is the tackle rating of an offensive player, right? If I've got a wide receiver and his tackle rating is 11 or 27, and the defensive lineman picks up the fumble and has break tackle, a 20 or 29 or whatever, like he'll break the tackle of one guy and not the other or whatever, right? Like we've got a little bit of advantage or not, whether those players. So that's kind of a thing, like the break tackle rating. And so, even though they don't seem like they matter, because like you're on defense, there are times where an interception or a fumble, you're going to actually have the ball in your hands, right? So it's like, it's useful to at least have a skill there, right? Okay, so the tackle rating is pretty easy. We're never going to use throwing power or throwing accuracy. It's just never going to happen. We're not going to use pass block ever, but we can use run block. Again, when we're returning interceptions, when we're returning fumbles, whatever, our guys are going to go downfield and they're going to run block, right? So that's going to be a thing. Kicking power and accuracy are never going to matter. The kick return is never going to matter. I don't know if it ever matters ever. Importance, IMP, that has to do with trade value. So Gary Walker has a higher trade value than, let's say, other players on the team. So there's going to be a higher demand. If we are another team, if we're the Titans or whoever, and we're trying to get Gary Walker, he has a lot of importance, so they're going to demand a lot to get Gary Walker. Stamina, like before they get tired, injury rating should be obvious, toughness, all of that. What you might notice, Jason, as we go through this, there are no ratings here for pursuit, play recognition, man coverage, zone coverage, power moves, finesse moves, block shedding. Those are all ratings that exist on the 360 and PS3 era games. And there's a reason why they did those ratings. Because, I mean, they didn't exist in these games. And instead of having awareness do all of those things, literally doing all of those things, they said, hey, what if this player is good at finesse pass rushing moves, and what if this player is a good run stuffer, and what if this player is a good run stuffer and a good pass rusher, and what if this guy is this skill, and this guy is good in man coverage, and this guy is good in zone coverage, and this guy is good at this and that and that and the other thing, and not just generically, I have 99 awareness, I am good at all things forever, and I'm the best football player at all positions and all things and doing all activities. Right? Because at least in theory, if he had the physical skills, you could potentially ask like a Michael Strahan or whatever to play corner, right, with his 99 awareness. Which is another reason why, just the game tries to stop that from happening, is let's go to the entire team or... no, not reorder. Let's look Gary Walker, 77 awareness, right? And let's go cornerback. And Walker, no, there's another Walker. Right here, Gary Walker. Now they're saying he has 26 awareness at the cornerback position. Right, regardless of his physical ability, they give an awareness drop. So if you take someone with 77 awareness and you say, oh, well, Shepard there in my third string corner, he's got 45 awareness, so let's just put a 77 aware guy, Gary Walker, and let's put him at the other free corner. Now, the game is going to say, no, you're actually 23 awareness, you don't know how to play that position. So you're going to be punished, and you're never going to be good at that position. Does that make sense? In the same way is Aaron Glenn, okay, you've got 83 awareness, so why don't we just have Aaron Glenn as our right end, right? Let's just go to speed. And let's just have Lewis or whoever, let's have Glenn be our defensive end. Oh, he's got 29 awareness. He doesn't have pass rushing ability. Right? That's the way the game tries to put a band-aid to stop you from just abusing that. They know that awareness is the catch-all super ability, if that makes sense. And it's going to be true the same thing on offense. And this is where it gets a little tricky, is we have a pass block rating. And my understanding, because there's no power move, finesse move, pass rush rating for the defense, is you're really measuring the pass block rating versus the defender's awareness. I don't know how much our players' awareness has to do with an actual pass block, but I think when they're physically engaged in a block, like the game recognizes block is going to happen here, it's going to test my defender's awareness. Maybe with a modifier versus the guy's awareness. I don't know. I don't have the code. But it's going to be tested against their pass blocking ability to sustain that versus the defender's ability to get off of it. I believe the offensive line awareness is more of a check to block the right guy or pick up a free rusher or like handle a move with like a good technique. Because sometimes you'll see a defender just get around a guy and never actually engage in the block. So instead of measuring the quality of the block, the awareness is that he didn't get into position to get a good block. He was kind of lost in the blocking scheme, if that makes any sense. I don't have the code. I might be wrong, but that's how I generally interpret it. So that's a thing. And then wide receiver awareness should be what's measured of their route running ability versus the awareness of a corner to cover them. So here in this matchup, Samari Roll's got 85 awareness, and then their other corners are in the 60 awareness range, right? 63, 64, 60. So as the Texans, like, we're just outclassed at the number 1 position. The number 2 position's got a battle. We're a little bit outclassed at the number 3 position, right? But if you've got, like, say, the Rams with Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce, it's like, not only do you actually outmatch the number 1 matchup, but you're just going to cook the other matchups, if that makes any sense, by having those matchups. And then Jason has the next comment, says the lower awareness rating, the more likely they are to throw a lot of picks. I don't know about picks and decision making, but the general ability to read the field. And that's a rating that we can't really adjust. The closest thing is playing the Rookie Pro, All Madden. And the ability of a good quarterback to play versus a bad quarterback, I know that Madden 2002, if you watch my 49ers franchise, there is a distinct difference between players' abilities. And that is to say, like, the unknown Tom Brady I had, at the time, obviously unknown Tom Brady, like 51 overall or whatever, cut by the Patriots after the first season. I picked him up in free agency, and I believe I made him start like week 17 or week 16 or whatever of year 2, and just like let him get some game time. And you could see the huge difference between Jeff Garcia, like a 90 or 80s awareness, and the Tom Brady awareness, right? You can see the decision making of several players. And so here with Tony Banks at 64, David Carr at 65, and all of that, they're not going to be that good. And Peyton Manning should cut us apart, right? So awareness should make a big difference. So I hope all of that helps Jason understanding the game. I hope you're even still here, because according to the stats on my screen, it says I have no viewers. But that's always like fluctuating, so I can never always trust the stats. But it did say people left, for whatever it means. Let me just kind of show you right here what I'm talking about. It says display, show the screen, show here, and it's like people watching. There were 2 people watching, and then they don't care anymore. So whether that's true or not, that's what it tells me. And then Patrick C says, yo, yo, yo. So there you go. Like, the analytics say no one's here, but the chat says you are here. So I can't trust the analytics. So I try not to let that bother me, but hey, just a peek behind the screen, letting you guys know what's going on. So it's great to have y'all here. And we get back to the point here. We're trying to go through these run plays, these weak side runs. And the notes that I temporarily had was that HB Sprint said bad slot blocking. The puller gets stuck a lot. That's the notes that I had previously, and that's exactly what's happening here. He's getting stuck, and there's bad slot blocking. Okay? That's the note that I made previously. Then, under HB Crash, and no, I have not made notes on every single one of these plays. HB Crash here, let's again go with the man lock play, says bad art, good run. And this is what we mean by bad art. The art shows it being a strong side run play when it's not a strong side run play. And we point out the blocks, and we get the handoff, and we just cruise through. And so while the art says it goes to the right, it actually goes to the left. Now I believe in the previous run play, we talked about how the runner took a step backwards. Here we're taking a lateral step, and then we're leaving. So lateral, and then right foot, and then the ball is seated, and we don't have the same problem of the blocker getting stuck, right? He actually gets around. Now, maybe just because the guy didn't get pushed in, but the blocker actually gets around, and, as I mentioned before, we get a good slot block, right? Even when we get pummeled, we get a good slot block. Let's see how consistent that can be here. Oh, here's a situation. I don't know, Patrick, if you saw it earlier before, but we actually went into our audibles. And the very first audible I want to look at is going to be the A button audible. And let's just remind myself really quick which audible is which. we're going to go base toss sweep, which is the first one. Then we're going to start working the B button, which is sweep strong, and then the right trigger, HB power. So we're going to start looking at those plays as well. And the reason we're doing that is because they shifted the defensive line. So we're going to go with the A button here, and I'll start talking about some details in a moment. We get the ball snapped, we get out there, and I love it. We didn't get yards, but I love it, and I'll tell you why. When they shift the defensive line like here, now we're man up against the tackle instead of the tight end. And now the tight end is not trying to block a defensive end. It's rather a down lineman who's actually getting there. And it's the pulling guard leading the way. So the next thing I start to look at is, does the tight end look to block the linebacker or the safety? And he actually gets here and gets destroyed. That I don't mind. We need to get better tight ends. And then Keith Bullock is just a fantastic defensive football player. Getting defeated means I need better players. But having the play work means it's a good physical play. And then we've got our puller out here, and we get 2 guys thrown down. And I want to make sure... Okay, this music sounds a lot like Sweet Home Alabama, but he claims that it's copyright free. So I guess he's just borrowing some licks without getting too much in trouble. So, also our wide receiver gets absolutely cooked right there. So, okay, again, we need stronger, better players. And then 70's just trying to do his job, and the defense did a great job. Cool. And now we just stay with the same play that we had called out of the huddle. And so, block, block, pull. And that is exactly what I'm looking for, is Tony Baselli drives here, right? We do not get stuck. And we get the kick out. This is something I've talked about in other videos before with the puller. Getting that ear hole shot, ba-boom, and then we're running like off the ass of both our tackle and our pulling guard, splitting these players. There is something so satisfying about the game of American football in real life, and so satisfying as a coach and a player, something so satisfying as a lineman. I'm assuming as a running back, just when I play the video game, it's satisfying, it must be, to just split the hips of your offensive lineman and hit a hole, just boom, and get 4+ yards into the second layer of that defense. Right? There's just something so nice about it. And especially in a video game like Madden, where you already have like problems with players doing their job correctly. And we can go back here, no bad blocks from that wide receiver spot. Absolutely gorgeous play here. Again, not getting stuck. 70 tells us where the ball is going to go, and we just follow and we flow, and we get yards. So I would say that my notes are quite good here, that HB Crash is a good play that we want to keep, and HB Sprint is not. Let's just have a little bit more fun with HB Sprint. And so we got yards, so you're like, okay, well, what are you talking about, Paul? You got yards. It's like, okay, yeah, he didn't get stuck here, but there's just no block. Right? Why is it one play has a block and the other play doesn't have any block? Right? What is going on? Yeah, he puts himself out of position, and then he's still not getting the safety. He's kind of like, okay, I'm chasing you down, and now I'm out of position, and now I'm not doing anything. Instead of like losing the block, it's just bad. Yeah, it's like, okay, maybe I could cut inside of that, but no, you can't really cut inside of that. He's not truly ear-holing here, and because you're not cutting off of that, because that's too much of like just a 90-degree angle corner of a wall. If I'm going north-south, I'm basically running into this defender, I'm running into Tony Baselli's ass. What are we doing here? Just because I can get some yards doesn't mean I really like the way this is working. There's a choppiness here. He leads around and gets a guy, okay. And again, just no blocking here. I think it's just got to go. I'm not going to waste your time running the same play over and over, but I think it's fairly clear and easy to say that Sprint needs to go and Crash needs to stay. HB cutback. Now we're going to be showing counter action. We're going to step to the right and have that. No, we're not. We're going to run this play instead because they shifted. Tight end, block, block. Great. And there was even the opportunity to potentially bend it back, but they're two free defenders, so I think I made the right decision. Because sometimes you literally know that you've got two guys leading the way, and you want to split the two players. Like, split right down the alley, but they didn't really give me an alley. But at least they gave me this alley between 82 and 85. Right? And there we are, we're picking up good yards. Okay. Counter? No. Let's do the pitch here and show you why I do not like the tight end on the defensive end. While we get yards and we try to read that block, you can see he's just getting driven backwards. He's getting absolutely destroyed. Is this Javon Curse? No, it's Andre Carter. No. Kinji Carter? Because Andre Carter is the 49ers player. No disrespect to the other Carter. Yeah, Kevin Carter. There's different Carters. Kevin Carter, former Ram. Yeah, just blows up in the backfield. And then also gets off the block and forces us to do this. And 82 doesn't even, like, do a crack on the block. And he makes the tackle. Alright. Remember, this is our default play. Okay. And not that I want to re-show the same thing over and over again, but if they don't shift at all, we also are going to have a call specifically for that. And now we get to that next layer of what are we doing? Even when he doesn't get blown up on the spot, 74 isn't bailing like we want him to, and now he's chasing. He's chasing to kick out a guy, and there's another guy filling the hole, so we can't run behind it because they're filling there, and we can't run outside, and it's all just a mess if they don't shift. So when they shift like that, we're then happy with the play. Boom. And yeah, we're happy with a lot of the results. And it's like, yeah, Paul, of course you're happy with the results. The one-on-one, so you've got two guys versus three blockers. Of course you're happy with the results, Paul. You've got three defenders against two over here. Like, of course you're happy with the results. Yeah, but that's the point. Whether they move the linebackers, I'm fine with that. It's moving the defensive line. Like, if they move the linebacker, bloop here, and then this linebacker, bloop outside, and they're really getting a free guy, and they're having two on the edge and a third guy here, like, that's a little bit different. But it's still just moving the position laterally. Instead of chasing a linebacker, we're actually taking off and setting a new angle. And we still get blown up, but I like it. And that should be really easy. And again, Bullock is just a fantastic defensive player, right? But we're on the tackle, pick it up, blows our dude up. Guy gets off the block, doesn't even try to block. And there we go. I still think it's a good play. Coaching strategies, audibles. This one is toss sweep. On toss sweep, I kept a check mark on that play. We're going to look at the other one now. When we start making audibles now, we're not going to call toss sweep anymore. In fact, we can even now go from slam. We can do dive weak. So now we're going to be taking a look at sweep strong, which again, functionally should be the same play. Is there any actual meaningful difference? We will find out. It allows us to test more plays as we go through. Okay. So let's again call. We know sprint is out. We know crash is good. We're trying to call cutback. We haven't actually run cutback because they keep shifting the line. That's a look for cutback. I like it. They're now kicking over. So let's see how it goes. And we already see one potential issue. As he's trying to ear hole, we again do not see any good quality blocks here. Taking off to the right doesn't affect the defense at all. The angle that we're running at is outside of 70, and we're not getting any help in the blocking game. It's a slide we want. No blocking whatsoever, which matters. And 70 starts to wall things off. Well, there's a little blocking. Okay. I like it. I like this toss strong as well. Instead of him swinging out, it just still has that kick out action. That's interesting. This time, again, the tight end is blocking like that, so we got away with it. We're just running it right up the alley. Interesting. They shifted over, so we're going to look like that. Get out, get around. I love it, I love it, I love it. Love it a lot. Pick that up. Get around. And now they're one middle linebacker here. That's what I was mentioning earlier. When they shift the line to the left, but the linebackers to the right, that's exactly a look we're looking for. Hat on hat across the board, leading the way. Then walling off here. Then seeing a blue jersey right there to help us out. And then if we get a second blue jersey right here, we got some blue jerseys on the cutback. And if we can break a tackle or something, we can go, right? Okay, we're going to keep it as is. So one of the things that I think I'm going to keep an eye out for is this block. As we fake to the right, I think we're going to try to read this block and see if we can just take it wide. What do you think, gentlemen? Okay. This is going to be interesting. If I call the pitch play, I wonder if anyone will go, because part of the design of Madden 03 talks about how there's a guy lined up over my guard, he shouldn't leave. Will the center replace him on the pitch? What will the tight end do? This is interesting. Okay, nobody goes. The center doesn't go, he picks up. He's just falling behind. He does not even try to pick up Keith Bullock, nor does he try to pick up... He's running into and not trying to pick up at all. That is very interesting, who he's trying to target. So against a pinch, we don't like it. But we like this. Pick up the safety. Very good. We're obviously past 5 yards, which we've got to be really happy about. And we're just sending our linemen out there. And we've got that block at the wide receiver position, and we're just getting the edge. We're picking up 5, 6, potentially 7 yards when I want to spot it. We got a lot. It's a nice one. I'm going to go again. I want the cutback play, but we're going to do the play that they give us. Oh, great job breaking tackles there. See, this is a concern of mine that he's not picking this up. Versus toss strong. And I did make a note about sweep strong saying no, and this might be why. I wrote down HB sweep strong. This might be why I crossed this play out earlier today. Because he's not picking it up. So because he's not picking it up and walling him off, I now don't have 70 leading the way. Okay, I'm going to change the song because I don't like music with lyrics right now. So that's distracting. Not that I think the song is bad. It's distracting. Okay. So I crossed this out for a reason. And now let's start setting up again. Cut back. Man lock. Okay. Yeah, no block whatsoever. Remember, we're trying to read the block of Gaffney or just run this play again. I'll take 5, 6 yards. They're pinching. And last time we didn't like the pinch. That was interesting. The fake double team seal and just following 82 who did pick up a guy and just letting us get 4 yards. I don't want to cut back here. I think we're going to just go with this classic play and just read the double team. Okay. It's a handoff weak side. Oh, this is the play. I made a note. HB dive weak is a bad art glitch play. Yeah, the handoff, they literally share the same body. Like, it's all messed up. And the art says it's here, but it's actually to the left, and then they share the same body, and it's all a mistake. Okay. Audibles. So, H-back dive weak. The art says strong. The play says like off tackle, and then they switch bodies. So definitely a big fat no for dive weak. Okay. We're going to look at just regular dive as a play. And we're going to save here. We're going to go back here. We're still trying to look at cutback, but they're just not giving us a front look that we like. So let's just go with regular dive. Kind of like it. Go with dive again. Yep, just walking our way through. This is a setup that we like. They're really trying to take away that strong side run. How they stack the defensive line over to one side. They've got a defender on the nose, like the nose tackle on the center. We've got 2 defenders to the left of center and 2 blockers. They've got 3 to the right, 3 to the right. They're all even across the board. So we just counter them, and we're just trying to read that run and block. And I still don't like it. So even when we get everything we want, there's no block, and then it's just kind of awkward. And yeah, I don't like it. I wrote down like solid counter. So let's start looking at halfback counter. I scratched out belly weak, says confusion and bad blocks, and cutback was a solid one. I bet halfback weak was solid because sometimes he gets the block, sometimes he pushes here, and then we can literally take it out to the side, but sometimes it doesn't work. So I wrote down to keep it. Let's see how this goes. And yeah, we still see a problem. This is the one that I crossed out. He barely touches in. We're not really ear holing because like they're just sealing this. There's no gap to hit. And even if it's like a delay to whip around, it's all kind of a mess. Just hand it up. The gut. So I said halfback sweep strong. Halfback sweep strong needs to disappear. So now we're going to go with the halfback power. Okay, so let's go toss sweep, sweep strong gone. Power we're going to try. Toss strong is now the guard instead of the tackle. Got it. And let's do that play. No. B button? No, whatever. Let's reset it. Again, halfback counter. Alignment. Great, we're gonna like it. Okay, that was a little better. Blocking tried to happen. He got off the block. We're following 70 through the hole, and we're done for. Okay. up the gut. Fall forward. Let's go up the gut. No adjustments. So let's go with... What is the B button? I thought it was... It is power, but it should be the tackle point, not the guard, right? That's weird. I'm going to straight up call power. Halfback power. Wow. Okay. Okay. When they shift over, it's not so bad. Like, they're just pushing them out and giving us a hole right here to run through. Nowhere to go when they kick over. Obviously, we want to audible. They keep it. Okay. They kick the linebackers weak. We get a guy on. We seal the edge. Like, we've got a lot of edge sealing here, which is good. Wide receiver's got to make his block. We just want to run inside here. Of course, we just got beat, but hey, that's what football's all about. Now we're going to... I forgot that we didn't call counter. We were just straight up calling the halfback power. So we've got to go back to halfback counter. There's our default play. Okay. I mean, we broke the tackle, but my note on halfback counter is just, quote, not good. Yeah, it's just the not blocking here, getting stuck. Yeah. The belly weak, I made a note. Belly weak says confusion and bad blocks. Yeah, I think this guy is confused and he's getting stuck. Instead of like leading around and getting through this hole and leading our way, I think there's like a lot of confusion. Yeah, I think he's getting lost out there. You can see this time he goes around, but even here he's like trying to steer inside and then gets lost and then tries to steer back outside and isn't sure where he wants to go. Yeah, this is what power is all about. And he gets the edge. We send him up to this level. And I wanted to keep power. Yeah, with a good block here and this chop, we can go and really hit the edge. Yeah, I think there's a lot of confusion here. It's really hard. Also, where we get the ball on the edge, we're kind of like aiming outside of number 70. So I couldn't even follow him through the hole. But let's try to maybe, instead of reading 70, what if we try to read 86's block? Well, I'll tell you what if we try to read 86's block. There's two guys here to stop us. So let's do... That was belly weak with the bad blocks, the counter not good. Then I also wanted to look at regular counter weak and the other counter weak and halfback counter WK. I think both of those are crossed out because they don't have pullers. We're just simply worse. Yeah. Hola, amor. Let me mute the stream and we're just going to run some plays and let the computer go. And right as I do that, just give me a little bit of patience and more. Guys, I'm going to let plays run here. But my biggest concern with both of them is this. Yes, we've got a counter, but because we don't have any puller, I think this guy's going to ruin our day with both of them each time. So my wife's here to visit. I'm going to mute my microphone, and we're just going to run plays here with the computer running the ball. So you've got something to watch, and I'll talk to her, okay? All right, we are back. And I think the same is true here. Like, oh, Tony Baselli destroyed the guy. Like, the play would be even better if we had good blocking over here, right? Like, let's reward Tony Baselli's good play by having a good designed play. So, yeah, the counter weak that has, like, the extreme arrow drawn here. We saw that power O that worked really well a little bit earlier. Is this worth a power O with a kick the line like this? I was trying to get around 85 just for fun. Interesting. Yeah. So I think my findings are correct about the counters. So what is next? We need to look at HB Slam, just like in general, the weak side run. And apparently we're not going to get a look there, though. I think we've seen enough of Power O. I think we're going to do the right trigger version. And the right trigger version, here let's go to Offensive Audibles. It's Toss Strong. So let's get rid of this one just to say the fact that we've had Toss Sweep, we've had Sweep Strong, we've practiced Power, we've got Toss Strong as the call right now. Sweep Strong is going to be the replacement. So this is Sweep Strong. Point out the blocks. Also solid. Yeah, that's a weak side run. When they kick like this, and they've got this set up and we're just one-on-one, that we like this a lot better. He just takes off and gets himself out of the play. It's part of what I mean by like when the blocks work and when they don't work. Why is it sometimes we get this and other times we don't? And that's why you have to go into the lab and practice it, right? Ooh, that is solid, the way that Bullock read this weak side run. Helmets on across the board and Bullock just filled. The fact that we're getting blocks from Gaffney is so vital. I do think it's worth noting here that when we get helmets on, Bullock is destroying this play. Right? I think there's some value in acknowledging that weakness. Still think it's a good play, not a great play. Slam, I think it's worth keeping. We can have halfback belly strong in just a little bit. What else is there to test? There's slash, there's pitch. Pitch is my L trigger that I haven't even used yet. Slash, an off tackle, quick pitch and dive. We've done dive. We're going to do quick pitch. And we're going to audible here to dive. Okay. Great run. And this is what I'm worried about with quick pitch. So really wide, and we're throwing the ball, we're catching the ball outside the depth of our pulling guard. And it's really hard to ask a guard who's already literally at the guard position to somehow get in front of the back and as he leads the way. The other issue is, okay, if he's telling us where to go, we are not in position by the time we get the football to follow him through the hole. We're going to have to right trigger back cut. Right? Like, is that what we're going to have to do? And he got stuck. You had 2 chances to pick the ball up, you failed. And yeah, if we're like right triggering back cut, no, this is not good. So there's a reason why I got rid of that. You said you like quick pitch in 2003 because sometimes you can cut it up the middle as a second read. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. Here's where like I go actually with just the regular pitch. Like the quick pitch has value, but I think it's the PS1 version of like literally as soon as I get the ball, I literally hit the cut. Right? And the fact that I have to hit it. I crossed it out. And a big reason I crossed out is because I like just a regular pitch. So we're going to go back here because of how they shifted. Give us a look that we want. Right trigger. The safety has to come up and they get the double team tackle. Okay. Okay. Five, 6 yards. You're not going to give us the pitch, so we're going to go right trigger version. That's where I like to cut inside. I know it's not the same thing you said about quick pitch, Patrick, but this is very similar. Is we get out there, and it's like we're running behind the tight end, and we're just loop going back inside, right? You're not giving me the quick pitch, I'm not going to take the quick pitch. Yeah, I don't like this look here with the R trigger. I'm using B button version. Okay, now we can go back to white button version. Ooh. B button version. And which was B button version again right now? Was sweep strong. Okay. Here we go. This is what I've been waiting for. Yeah, that's the look. I was practicing against the Chargers before lunch today. And he was taking out Junior Seau. Not like taking him to the ground, but like blocking him. We're getting the good weak side block. And because of the shift, he's actually leading out there and plugging that hole and creating a new gap. Now, Baselli hopefully can finish a block against other guys, though that is Javon the Freak curse. And we're basically asking the safety to come up and make the tackle. And we're pretty happy with that kind of a play call decision. So B button version. Yeah, I don't like this chasing action. So sweep strong. It's just literally called sweep strong. Where is sweep strong in my paper? I don't see the words sweep strong. I see HB sweep strong. I see HB sweep. Right? Like, my paper says toss sweep, check mark. HB sweep strong, get rid of it. HB power, keep it. HB toss strong, get rid of it. Sweep strong. I wrote down HB sweep strong. HB sweep strong is not in the name. I'm going to cross out the letters HB sweep strong. And not loving it. Toss sweep and sweep strong. Toss sweep and HB power were good. And then I also crossed out sweep. We're going to look at sweep at this point. So sweep down here. Here. That's one that we're going to pay attention to. And we're going to keep looking at quick pitch. So, there's our front. This looks like we want sweep strong, correct? Tackle against the down lineman. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was not sure if I should have crossed this one out. Here we get the block, the tight end. That's an important block, whether he gets blown up or not. And lets us lead the way. And gets us into that next layer. That might be one of the reasons why it was crossed. Because here he's like kind of chasing, but also has no interest in actually blocking the guy. This is probably why I did cross it out. The previous play it worked really nicely, and this one he's like determined to not block the guy he's touching. It's probably why I struck it through. So this is quick toss. Is this a look we want for quick toss? I don't think so. But I'm willing to bet that if we had just called the regular toss weak, we would have blocked here and then kicked out. So if we see a look like that again, we'll check it out. Wow, like all of our linemen were on the ground, huh? On the ground? On the ground? Okay. I thought I saw more linemen on the ground, and then I saw, like, yeah, here, like, I saw multiple guys on the ground. Like, lots of bodies. 1, 2, 3. Let the bodies hit the floor! Right? Okay, here's our second opportunity for the quick pitch. They're really just giving us strong side. They're only putting 2 guys strong side and just giving us the edge. Yeah, I don't like it. What don't I like? There's, okay, the double team, fine. I want to split this double team, but the tight end doesn't... Like, the tight end doesn't want to pick this up in 70 to the safety. I can't bend it back. I've got to go around. Yeah, I don't like it. And then Patrick says, yeah, my quick pitch was from weak eye. That formation probably leads to totally different outcomes for us. Yes, I know that play. Weak eye quick pitch is a fantastic play, Patrick. Especially in Madden 2002 when they struggle with outside run defense. It is a fantastic play. I know what you're talking about. And that is the difference with formations, right? You can have the same concept, but a different pre-snap alignment will give you completely different results. Right? So, last time we got this look, we ran the quick pitch and we got blown up. Now let's do the regular pitch, and my prediction is we're going to get the kick out with our guard. And there he goes, and there he is, and there we go, right? So yeah, quick pitch has got to go. And this way, we actually got what we wanted. Love it. Here's another opportunity for this sweep. That one worked okay. Tight end block. Get us out there. And then, as we get up to this point, cut it back to where our blockers are. And in fact, it kind of allows us to force a bad arm tackle. Very good. But how is that meaningfully any different than any other toss strong? Because the regular sweep, like, oh, with the pulling center or whatever, yeah, I really see here we've got issues of, like, he wants to be a guy who doesn't go up and just block or whatever. Yeah, I think regular sweep needs to go. Okay, more plays to look at, folks, here in terms of running. Halfback belly strong. This one doesn't need a puller because we literally have 3 guys on the right already. The puller to the left was supposed to add that 3rd guy by pulling. So here we're going to fake a weak run and go strong side. Now we have 3 versus 3 on the right and 3 versus 2 on the left. And I say that, remember, center is 0, guard and tackle on the left are 2. You have 3 defenders versus those 2. And then on the right-hand side, guard tackle is 2, tight end is 3. 3 defenders to the right of center, 3 versus 3. 3 defenders to the left, 3 versus 2, right? Now, I mean, yeah, our tight end just got, like, driven off the ball, and I wanted to run behind 74, and I messed up on the controller there myself. But the idea is here, they're not biting on it. Interesting. So, no adjustment, just boom and run here. It's still a good play. This is one that I said I liked, when we can establish a weak side run and then counter it back to the strong. Yeah. That's part of the fun of running the football in real life. Getting that, and even though he's driving our tight end backwards, I think that's the other issue why I really like this play. Like, I really like this play. Like, tactically, is because when they put this tackle here, I don't hear any music. Did we reach the end of, like... Okay. Run a new song. Okay. When they put this end over our tight end, we're often running weak side. We're pitching weak, we're counter-stepping, we're doing all kinds of stuff. And the defense knows that when they're in this alignment, they're coming out and they're like, we need to be aware of that weak side run, because that's what they like to do. And then as a running back, you're moving weak here, and then coming back strong, pop in the face. I like it. I like it a lot. Now they're spread out, so why don't we just like hit the hole like this? Pick up 3 to 4 yards, depending on where they want to spot it. Love it. Let him dominate up front. Let him get exactly what he wants. I don't like the fact that they share bodies here. That might be a reason I cut it, just because that sucks. I can still get strong side runs without this happening. Plus, no one's biting on it. Yeah, that definitely hurts it for me. I don't like it when it looks like that. So where is the play? Resume play. Back button. HB belly strong. I put a check mark. I'm going to do a wavy line through it. Instead of a straight line through it, I'm going to do a wavy line through it. That's going to be a mental check note for me. I want to see how often he just breaks physics and they occupy the same body. Seems pretty regular to me. Just the optics alone is a reason to cut it. Yeah, just the optics alone is worth cutting it. And also because we have plenty of other runs that we can go strong side, that we don't need the counter. And the other layer is they're not biting. Now, does he need to bite? But they're not biting at all on that counter action. So it's also not doing anything for us. And it looks like crap. So we still have slash, off tackle, dive. Like, we have a variety of ways of attacking that same part of the field without something that just breaks physics and reality. Is there anything left that we haven't taken a note of? I don't think so. Yeah, off tackle. We haven't shown slash and off tackle yet. Man lock. Exactly a look that we want. Now, this is what happens when we don't have a pooler. Right? Like, we got a fake double team. And by fake double team, I've already talked about in other videos where he's not really affecting it. But also because Graham here is not taking over the double team. Right? Ryan Young here is not working the half body and then letting 70 take over and then climbing to another layer. We're getting an inside release on an outside run. And because of how wide it is, the handoff point, right? The handoff point is here off the ass of the tackle, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is where the handoff is occurring. And that's right in line on the ass of the tackle versus off the foot of the guard. It's too far outside. So we don't actually get it. Like in a true wide zone, the aim point is actually only here. off the foot. Yeah, let's get that little circle right there where the foot splits the foot. The wide zone only hands it off here. And we're outside of the wide zone's spot. And one of the reasons that matters is if we get the ball here, then we can actually follow this double team inside release up the field. But we can't with this play because it's a true off tackle. See how everyone is slanted to that side? If it was a true wide zone, we'd be able to read that inside defensive tackle and do something with it. And even though I was able to cut it back inside, you see how wide that is? That we're basically getting the tight end pushed in our lap. And as soon as we get control, I have to cut inside and do everything and then get a broken tackle. So yeah, that is a reason why off tackle is a play that I struck out. Whereas slash should be far better. Fantastic. So I mentioned here the handoff point should be off the heel. And guess where the ball is seated? Like while it's down here, here is where the ball is seated. Exactly where we want. Right off the tackle's foot, right? Right there, because the quarterback could still pull it, right? It's being seated here. And that makes a huge difference. And just to show you, I'm going to try to run north and south. Just hold the controller up. And you can run right through it, right? So that's the point, is you can kind of follow and even follow through here, right? And I don't care that we didn't get a lot of yards. The point is we got that handoff and we followed that angle with 74. And 70 just finished the block because we're escaping to the next layer. And that's a huge difference. Right? They're setting the edge. Really, we just need to. And I was trying to cut back. As they over pursue, there's like the possibility of like super hard cutbacks. Right, it's just me forcing it. It's not a good play. There we go. First down lineman, 93. That's who we're reading. And the way the helmet is, perfect, perfect. There's good defense, but... yeah, so the natural read here is you're reading this helmet. It's inside, but like we don't have a seal. So we're just going up like this. By the way, how nice is this? Hand is on the back. I know it's not as nice as 2K, but people say, Madden doesn't do this. Madden doesn't do the thing that it's doing in Madden 2003 right now. It's not as sexy, but he does it. And he does it again. He does it again with the running back. Let's go. And then hit it. Let's go. Alright, this is probably just going inside. We're going to read actually that inside defensive tackle to the nose tackle. Well, if you guys could finish a block. But yeah, that was good. Probably should have just kept going north-south here, right? But everyone fell off to that side. Nice. Nice. Hand on the back is a huge detail for 2003. Yes. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so good. Here and just like the little inside juke of the lane. Such a good run. Okay. We haven't thrown a single pass today. And we've gone through all these runs. Can you believe it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 runs, folks, in one formation. Believe it or not. And also, by the way, I don't know if Jason's here. I don't know who's all here. It's just Patrick. Patrick's the one commenting right now. I want to remind y'all, folks, since I've got you here, since I've got your attention, you are invited to the Discord. I don't even remember who suggested the Discord last time, but let's talk about that. Let's go to sources. Let's go to display capture. Let's go to my channel. Should be loading up. And let's go to posts. Okay? And you are invited to our Discord. Okay? Let's go to the live stream. Go to the chat. Okay? So, I normally don't like AI slop, but there's something so bad it's good about this. A PlayStation controller with like Xbox buttons, and then like trying to do PlayStation animation, but it's not PlayStation animation and it doesn't understand plays or anything. There's just something beautiful about it. But you guys asked for it. We're here. Alright. So let's get rid of that. And if I check my computer, I'm willing to bet y'all have jumped in to the Discord. Because I think I just heard the little notifications. There we go. So, let's click Wave High. And they waved high. And let us know in the Discord who you are. Because based on that username that I'm not going to share out loud on my stream out of respect for your privacy, just let us know who you are in that. Which person it is that joined. Yes, that juke was nice with Le'Veon Bell and all that. Introduce yourselves. So we're going to go into settings. No, features. Create a playbook. Offense. I call it the modern offense because it is a 11 personnel modern style offense for 2003. I couldn't think of a better name, so I thought that was the most appropriate. We're going to modify playbook. Preview playbook. Choose the set. And we're going to go to my notes. So in my notes, it already says halfback sprint needs to go. So we're going to press the Y button. It's gone. Halfback slam, keep it. Toss sweep, we like it. Crash, bad art, good run. Okay. Next on the list, belly strong, we've got wavy lines. Yeah, we're getting rid of it. HB Slam, again, we're keeping that. But I don't know why the other thing was there, but yeah. Slam and Toss Sweep we're keeping. Crash we're keeping. Then it was down here. Oh, that's because it resets to the top of the page. Got it. So, Sweep Strong, get rid of it. See, that's what happens. Cutback says solid counter, so I'm going to keep it for now. Dive weak, glitch play. So get rid of it. Power, we like it. Belly weak, we don't like it. Counter, cutback is fine. Counter weak was trash. Toss strong, get rid of it. Regular counter, get rid of it. Counter weak, get rid of it. Sweep strong, get rid of it. Pitch, we liked it. Slash, we liked it. Off tackle, no. Quick pitch, no. Dive, yes. The sweep, there was no purpose in it. So gone. Great. Alright. Messages in the Discord. Let's go. We're going to give it a thumbs up. And then you said head-to-head matches through here would be highly entertaining, I think. The biggest thing here, Patrick, so Patrick comments in the Discord, not saying your username, says, we got to set up some head-to-head matches through here. Maybe other guys can play, because I don't think that they have Madden. I think the only thing you can do is there's like the Xbox Live Revived or whatever for the original Xbox. I think they only support ESPN 2K4, which I might download and install just to do that. That would be fun, for sure. But I think that's the only game they support on the Xbox Live server side of things. But love it. Absolutely love it. And welcome to the Discord, Patrick. So great to have you here. So let us make a little bit of location change. we're going to do the run that goes to the left, the run that goes, okay, weak side, the run that goes to the right, the run that goes to the left. This is also a run that goes to the left. So let's go here first that goes up the middle, and then the power O, and like that. So far this is solid. A run to the left, a weak side run, a strong side run, a weak side, a middle, a strong side run, a weak side, a middle, slash strong side run. Solid. That means halfback screen, I want to switch here. And then we've got our play actions, and then we've got halfback screen there. And then we can start looking at plays. So the next thing to start showing off here is I have sorted the rest of the regular passing plays based on the X receiver. X receiver has a post, 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 post, fake post to the corner, slant, fake slant, whip it back out, post to the corner, which I kind of just should put this in another spot. Let's just go change location. And let's do here. And let's do swap here. Perfect. So post, post to corner, slant, fake slant, back out. Inside, like breaking, crossing kind of play. Like, I forget its official name. It's not a straight in. It's like an over route, I think is its name. This is kind of a draggy drag. This is a drag. This is definitely a drag. A drag. Kind of an inside, like kind of trying to be an over, kind of trying to look like a drag, but curls. Kind of starts looking like an inside releasing kind of drag thing, then goes upfield and circles out. So it kind of tries to look like the other plays. And the same thing here with safety bait. Tries to look like it's going inside and back out. In route, in route. In route, in route, in route. Like, kind of a hitch, a curl, 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 deep curl, hitchy curl, curl, go route, go route, go, 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 out. Like, quick hook, like a quick hook, a hook, a hook, hook, corner, out, out, quick, faking the quick out and up. And then for some reason go is up here. So we need to change location of the go. Where are all the goes? This is the last go. That's a go. This is a go. Yeah, whatever. I can keep it there. But you get my point. I've tried to organize it by what X is doing and then see what everyone else is doing from there. So, parallel posts, because play action is its own thing. Yes, he's running a post, but parallel post is now, what is the slot receiver doing? So, double post, double post, double post. This is more mills. Mills. Dragging. Kind of faking mills and just hooking. Also faking the mills and hooking. We don't have a straight slant. This is a whip route. Kind of fakes those ins and drags of sorts. And goes out. And then just straight up goes out. Then back to a drag. I think we want to put this with the more the drags. No! We're not going to save. I pushed the Y button, which removed the play, and I don't remember which play it removed, and I don't want to remove it. No! Now I've got to go back in. I've got to take out those run plays that I wanted to take out. And then I got to save before I make those mistakes. Modify playbook. Houston doesn't matter. No. Preview playbook. Oh, okay. So, sprint, gone. Slam, yes. Sweep, yes. Crash, yes. Belly strong, gone. Sweep strong, gone. Cut back, yes. Dive weak, gone. Power, keep it. Belly weak, gone. Counter weak, gone. Toss strong, gone. Counter, gone. Counter weak, gone. Sweep strong, gone. Pitch, keeping it. Slash, keeping it. Off tackle, gone. Quick pitch, gone. Sweep, gone. Okay, got it. Then we were switch location. Keep it. Yeah. Okay. Let's save here. Saved. Alright. I don't need to mess with the other things yet. You get the point. There are plays we're looking at. And they're going to see redundant plays to see what we want to cut. So, let's go through it. Let's go to practice mode. I see your comments in the chat. Just let me set everything up and then get back to it when it's loading. And let's go with some... who's got really great corners? Like, I know Kansas City had great corners for a while. Who's got really good corners for coverage? Let's go corners. Bills have a pair of really good corners. The Dolphins. Yeah, the Dolphins and the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles with Brian Dawkins and all them. Yeah, no, we're going to go up against the Eagles. They're going to be a hell of a battle for us. They're going to make us earn it. Yeah, let's do it to it. Why are you going to punish yourself like that? Because if we can burn the Eagles, then we've got some good plays. And if the reason we're shut down is because they have the great Eagles team, then, hey, we deserve it. Okay, offensive playbook. Modern offense. All right, and comments. It says, through stream we can play emulators together using remote play feature. Yes. So I guess one way that we can look at it, tell me what your thoughts are, Patrick. We could literally, I could go on Discord, use my OBS virtual camera, so you also don't have the delay that I have. I could even invite you in a call if you've got a microphone, if you're feeling up to it. We could go live and you could actually do your commentary so that I should be able to stream audio from my desktop while streaming the Discord to you without having the Discord on screen, if that makes sense. I was doing this with Corey. He was doing it on his channel. He had me on a call. And so the people watching the stream get the action with a 3-second delay or whatever, but you won't be on a delay. And then we could actually do like co-franchise or whatever, decision making, and then let the computer sim the games and we'll let the games play out. If that's what you're talking about, that's interesting. And we could actually set up whole things of like, what are we going to do with free agency? Who are we going to draft? Like, what are we going to do? It would be kind of fun to do a stream like that and get Denny with the Steelers or whatever team he wants, and maybe get like a multi-tier like franchise going. I definitely want to organize like the rosters itself, and we can organize some fun and just get people on, and then I can record games in the background or whatever other days, or we can watch them live. That's really good. And then it says it sets you up like we're on the same console. And then you're saying using remote play feature. Through the stream we can play emulators together. I don't have emulators for my laptop. My laptop is not very powerful. It just gets the job done. So maybe I misunderstood you, but the first time around. Yeah, I don't really have emulators. That's the issue. Like, I'm on an actual real console. A hacked console, but a console. So I'm not tossing that idea out. I just would like to know more information. Need to know more? Whatever. So I originally had halfback screen up here in this right-hand side where PA rollout is. Let's look at the screenplay anyway. And let's go to nickel. Let's go to man. There's all kinds of coverages they could have. Just as a reminder, the big reason we were running that one play for the running plays is because here, why wouldn't I run the ball? Right? Like, why wouldn't I call a run? They literally have 3 guys to the right. Like, why wouldn't I just power, like, run this? So, I don't want to call a play where I know I'm just going to run the ball. Right? So, if they're cover 4, why don't I just run the ball? Does that make sense? Obviously, well, Paul, it's 3rd and 7, so you need to throw the ball. Yeah, I get it. Like, we can practice that, but am I really calling the screen on 3rd and 7? No. I can call a screen on 3rd and 15, maybe 3rd and 12, but like, usually draws and screens on like these like 3rd and 15 plus, where you're probably not going to get it. But there got to be some situations where you're like, okay, there's a reason why we're doing this, right? So now it's cover 1. The safety comes up in the box. It's kind of acting like another run defender. And now it's really the 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and that safety I see creeping up in the box, kind of acting like 8 in the box and giving them a +1. So now maybe I'll actually run the screen whenever I see the safety creep up like that, like he did. In the comments, sorry, I'm 30 seconds behind, just realized it, but the stream remote play feature works like it sends a stream of my computer to my computer, okay, and your inputs to mine. Interesting. So I don't need a powerful computer since the game is actually just running on my machine. Your inputs get sent to my machine. Interesting, Patrick. Give me more details in Discord. I'm not dismissing the idea. I think it's an interesting, fun idea that I'm willing to look into for sure. All right. So, what are we doing as far as a check goes? We know the play. Do we still like it, though? Lewis and Bradford might have one-on-ones. So forget throwing to Allen. Let's just see what we like about just seeing one-on-ones and taking shots. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got sacked. Obviously, it's a screenplay, so they're getting pressure, but 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can just drop back and just launch it. Not really. And again, not worried about the results. We're just using practice mode as a trial run. And then you see something you like, a little one-on-one action, trying to moss a guy. This is also where I like my defensive settings, where it's not just an auto moss action, right? They actually go for the swats, and it's not just automatic. And we can catch it. Okay, I like how it's not automatic. Yeah, and he's throwing it inside, so if we lead left... Let's go. Let's go. Interesting. But we can't just flick it up there too willy-nilly, because we will get sacked because it is a screenplay. And we still can get those balls. Okay. Now, we did all that work just to get to the 30-yard line. Right? Because we start out at, like, behind the 40. Right? We're getting close, like, we're on the 43. We picked up 13 yards just to get 5 yards. That's the other thing that I don't like. We had to break a tackle and gain 13 yards just so we could gain 5 yards. And a fumble. Awesome. And they just don't fight for the ball. You get that? Oh, the play's still going. So let's do a regular drop back. Yeah, and like lose a whole bunch of yards. Like, in theory, he's like, boom, turn around, catch it. Like, just the fluidity of the animation, everything's perfect. Right? He gets out there, he runs out, he turns around, he says, give me the ball, it's right here, and we're getting tackled. Right? One of the things that you can do in 2K is lob it out there, like, early. Like that. And, like, ends up being, like, a decent play. Just like we saw. You just lob it out early. But then you also don't have your blocker setting up. Like, we kind of had one blocker who didn't block. Like forcing it to get set up. Sure doing a lot of work just to get 5 yards. And a fumble. We got to drop back enough to make it worth it. I still like the play. I like the play. We don't need to run it 20 times in a row. You definitely have to execute it properly. I know, you got to execute a play properly, but you got to execute it properly or you're not going anywhere. Now we need to take a look at some play actions. So I really worry about play actions because they're often like instant sacks. So the next thing I'm worried about is this route by Bradford. If we're on the far right hash mark, like he has no space. If we're far left hash mark, we've got Gaffney inside the numbers and Lewis there, but at least everyone is going to the right. So we're faking the weak side run. What's our read when our quarterback flips back around? The game wants us to go to Lewis with the orange route, but is that really who we're trying to hit? And I asked that question just when I do play action, who are we trying to fool? Are we trying to fool the safety to come up and run support? Are we fooling a linebacker to get out of position? And that's usually the answer. We're typically trying to fool a linebacker, getting them to bite up and then throw over their head to someone like Gaffney, right? We want Lewis to run that post and have the safeties pulled off. So they're going down the field to protect against the post deep downfield. The linebacker is sucked up, and there's a giant gap between the line of scrimmage and the safety covering Lewis, and Gaffney filling that gap and the ball getting to him. I hope that makes sense. So we hand it off, and he drops it, but that's exactly what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make him bite. Now he's basically on the line of scrimmage, right? He went from, 4 yards off the ball or whatever, and we pulled him, sucked him up by 4 yards by giving him that fake. And there comes the naked hand. And we turn around and he's like, oh. And with this route pulling like this should be forcing the safety to respect the potential double move or whatever. He's pulled out. And now we're bending underneath it. And he needs to catch that football. That's the real primary here. And not sending a hospital ball. Try to have user control before we throw it. There's a possibility of pass lead down, throw a pass lead down and catch it, right? But I really think the ideal is you are Tony Banks, you do this, and you show him the naked hand. You show him the naked hand like this, boom, and you look back like that, and then you're going like this. And so that is technically the first thing you're going to see. Do you have it? So I know we have a God's eye view from playing the video game. But you're just whipping around and you're like, okay, if we see something we like here, there's no reason in terms of realism or simulation to not just check that throw. Because it's the first thing we notice. And as we whip like that and we're moving, if we don't like the throw, that gives us the time to have our eyes go here, say no, and check the safety action in the middle of the field, which is where we go and complete it. So let's actually run the play action fake. Well, here we're just going to run to the right. But let's run the play action fake and check B to L. Good. Out of bounds. Can we control that? We controlled that one, okay. Loop, loop. I think part of the issue is having control so the computer doesn't auto-throw And now he's like drifting away. And you dropped it. Thanks, buddy. Does it have my settings? No. 1, 2, 3. For some reason, no matter how many times I save it, it just resets itself. Oh, that was much better. Wow, what a complete disaster. Yeah, the pass lead sensitivity. Because I like to go extreme on the thumbstick. Maybe I shouldn't, and I should get better. Like how much I move the thumbstick. But by turning the sensitivity down, I'm able to like extremely like hold down on the stick or hold up on the stick or whatever. And have it not be so extreme in the lead, if that makes sense. Now, are we always going to know that's going to be open? Like, yeah, we know the defensive plays, so it should always be open, right? But when we are facing a defense, like, we just run to the right here. Ugh, I need to pass lead after I throw the ball. That's why he's falling away. Falling away from me. That's why he's falling away. Good. Alright, enough throwing to him. Hang on to it. Inaccurate, but whatever. No, it's not there, and then go to L. Perfect. No, it's not there. Go to L. Perfect. That's the timing. He got, like, hospital balled a little bit, but no, it's not there. Go to L. Catch it. Hang on. And then get crushed. Yeah. Hand off. No, it's a fake. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I don't want to overdo it. Get you all bored. But I like it. And then the other play action is halfback curl. So again, let's go with some kind of... Not double Z. Let's go even strong safety blitz. Whatever. Now the question becomes, what's the point of this play? I think it's got to be something similar and trying to get the ball to Gaffney. Because they're curls, it also reminds me of what Bill Walsh said. Because he has his playbook, or not, well, he has a playbook, but he has like the quarterback manual. And he talks about play action should have crossers and curls. Because the corners are under so much pressure to cover deep and not just get exploited. And then you throw curls back underneath them, like these in-breaking routes. But also that crossing the field, like sucking up the linebackers and throwing behind them with Gaffney. So let's look at it. He hands the ball off, he whips around, and then we're getting sacked. This is where I also said sometimes these play actions are just an auto sack. Five-yard completion. I hate how it keeps falling away. Yeah, 23 is so much faster than 85. Yeah, 91 speed. Wow. 90 speed. 90 acceleration. 94 acceleration. This is me not hitting sprint. I wonder if I just don't press anything when the ball is thrown. I just let them take over. Okay. 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 And let's try X as well. Oh, it's not there, and then we're getting sacked. Okay. Handoff. It's a fake. It's a no. And then, yeah. It's a handoff. No, it's a fake. No, our guy isn't there. Handoff. It's a fake. No, we're not going to number 1, so we need to go to number 2, which is right here. And see, that's the time it takes for him. So we go like this, and it's not there. If we throw too early, it becomes a streak play. Right? It just becomes a go. And that's the other thing I don't like, is that you have to control the quarterback. You have to control him. That's the biggest reason why I don't like the play actions. That was really nice. Turn around, step up, and then throw with anticipation. We're throwing before he's curling. They're trying to intercept it. The play actions are fine. The screen and the play actions are fine. I think we're going to keep them. Okay? Alright, give me a moment. Let me reset everything here in my room. Yeah. Okay, that's going to feel more comfortable. Okay. Parallel posts. Parallel posts with the posts and zags. Parallel posts with the deep slants. We've got 3 parallel post plays. And I also need to clear my nose, so excuse me. Okay. So what is the point of the other routes in parallel posts? And I should also mark in my copybook. Play action check, screen check. Okay. We've run the 3 plays. I like the 3 plays. Next step. This parallel posts, the Z receiver is faking a post and going back out to the corner. And the running back is going to the flats. And the tight end is blocking. So let's start talking about the different aspects of this play. And let's maybe do like cover 1 robber of sorts. I would just run the ball here. If I see this look, I'm running the ball. So man lock, cover 4, linebacker blitz. QB spy, they don't need to spy us. Cover 2, I'm running the ball. Under smoke. I'm running the ball here. Parallel posts. Inside blitz, I'll run the ball. Safe, I'll run the ball. Run robber, I'll probably run the ball. Double X. I'm running the football. Silver. Yeah, the man zone and the strong safety blitz. Let's look at man zone. There, they come up. Okay, that's enough for me to run the play. So what's my point? How much space do we have with Allen before he runs out of bounds? How much space if Bradford tries to cut back out to the corner and we're on the right hash? Giving Gaffney and Lewis the field to play with. Bradford do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step up. Yeah, I don't care that it was intercepted so much as I care about the spacing. It just doesn't have much space. That's why I think top of the numbers he has space. Yeah, he's out of bounds, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step up. That makes a world of difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step up. It's still enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch step. Pass lead down. Like double move cook him. He's not even selling a post action. He's just double move cooking that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step up. He does a bad animation. Interception should have been picked. 2, 3, 4, 5. Step up. Good ball placement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good swat. What's a good read here? Yeah, they're getting good swats, and I'm not arguing or disputing that. I'm just trying to see, is there a good read to tell me? Because I say, is there a good read? What if they blitz? What if they get something hot? Like, where's my hot route here? Who am I reading to check that I really want to come back to this look? Do I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here? Like, I'm just thinking he hasn't even started the in-breaking route. Like, is there an advantage to pump faking this post here? And he doesn't sell the post very well either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hitch, and then pump and sack. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was like double pumped. I don't know what's up with that. 5. Yeah, the pump is like, he's not biting it at all. Again, that's why we're in practice. We're literally forcing plays instead of trying to be the best. We're like, hey, we're going to pump, make you bite on that move, and then you don't bite on it because you're smart or whatever. But, yeah, no, it's interesting. Whereas the positioning here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up. He threw it too far inside. Oh, wow, he caught it after dropping it. Yeah, with space, it's better. Like, oh, who would have thought that having more space is better for my guy? Yeah, I get it. But that really means we need to plan this play like this. And that's just that one route. I know I'm spending time on that one route, but there's a purpose. I have to ask. With parallel posts, when I have this parallel post, and then I also have it with posts and zags, and I have it with deep slants, I have 3 plays that all have the left side doing the same thing. I've got to have a reason to keep a specific play versus another play. So if we go left hash mark, we've got 6 people blocking for us because we're keeping the tight end in. And we've got the potential to hit our Z receiver outside towards the sidelines, possibly. What else is it that we're looking for on a given play? While we're dropping back for our 5 steps, what are we reading? We see 5 blockers, 6. They're picking things up. As we're dropping back and we see a 1 high, what else is it we want to see? And when it's 1 high like this, we're basically running our guy into the safety, so we don't want that. Is there any value in sucking up the attention of the safety here? Like, sucking up the attention of the safety and then throwing here. Like, launching a nuclear launch detected shot. Is there any reason? I'm again gonna go man zone. I'm drop back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's not even there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buying time. Buying time. Yeah, I think rather than trying to throw over the top of B-Doc, we're better off. Oh, there's my song, Alabama. That's my Alabama Rock. That is my opening theme, so we're going to skip that because I use that as my opening theme. Come on, I pressed the skip button. I don't want to overdo it. I want it to be my intro theme and have its own feeling. So I think we just let him run by it and we launch that. That's what we practice for. Safety comes up in the box. We're not going to run. We're going to let this play out. We're going to draw it back. We're going to read it. And we let Gaffney... Yeah, we're just getting all this pressure. In a lot of ways, we should have already thrown to be out here. That's the next point. He doesn't have time to cross. So, are we literally reading the swing to RB? Or dropping back? And just picking up the 5 yards? Dropping back and saying, hey, pick up the 5 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the guy is there. I don't know why he just slid off to the right like that, but... Yeah, the way he flows and disrupts that is pretty strong. They've got a great defense, but... Wow, 2 guys there, too. And we're getting sacked. It's interesting. I don't think I like this play very much. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up. Like 1 touchdown versus how many interceptions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up. Is there value in that? Yes. There certainly is. But don't we also have, like, deep slants where we can throw out? So if we can go man zone, like, can't we just attack that? 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we're getting sacked. Okay, I think it's interesting comparing to what we saw before with the double move. It's taking a tight end a long time to get open like that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A double move I might like a lot better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, H step. I think it takes him way too long to run that route. I think he's running too far downfield and not willing to cut right now. Or now. Right? I think it's taking way too long. And it's allowing him to get to the safety level where this can happen. So if there's one I'm going to cut, it's actually going to be this one. I like the possibility of swinging out with parallel posts. But deep slant, I don't like it as much. Post and zags is just some really good whippy man action. Because you should have, like, quick slants with whippy action. Like, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This play, like, can play like quick slants. Like lion, boom, and here. Like, you can just throw it. You can just go 1, 2, 3 step. And, like, potentially, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We can literally run this like 1, 2, 3, pass lead inside. 1, 2, 3. Well, you're scared of getting hit, but... Come on, catch it. Yeah. We can literally run this as just a good slanty action play. Yeah, so there's a benefit to the Zags. And they're still breaking out. I like it. So at least for right now, deep slants is getting across off. Yeah. Deep slants, you're gone. Post and zags, I like it. Parallel posts, I like it. That's 3 more plays we've looked at. Fantastic, folks. So now we're looking at wide receiver posts. So that's Mills with a go. Mills with a go. Okay. Against a man zone. Here we don't need to worry about spacing. It's just a straight up fly with some Mills into R. Pick up 5 yards. Like, consider it like a run. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7 yards. That was pretty terrible. 1, 2, 3. Catch it. 1, 2, 3. 5+ yards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's not open. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I just want to see how the play develops down the field here. How Mills works out as I bought time here. Mills is supposed to attack cover 4. So let's actually look at cover 4 and see how well Mills does what it's supposed to do. Does that make sense? Let's call an actual cover 4. I like this song too. This one's Western Story. Dark Country Western by Infraction. Let's go save the playlist. I'm going to click watch later. I'm going to go to my my theme song that I like a lot. This one I also like as a potential theme song for my channel. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step up. And this is what I'm concerned with this Mills concept. He just jumps in front of it. Like, he doesn't give 2 S's less than an F. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is taken away. All this stuff is taken away. I don't know. I think it's because we're not putting enough pressure like with like a tight end route. I don't think we're pushing with the tight end and the wide receiver on the right-hand side to push the backside corners or whatever. They can cover inside breakers real easily. And we're just not getting any good looks here with wide receiver post. I think at least for the time now, I'm going to strike that. And then we're going to go to our next play. In and out. In and out, like the burger joint. I think this has more potential with the 4 receivers and then the blocking back. And I'm not saying it's going to definitely beat cover 4. Oh yeah, I guess the other thing is like, before maybe I completely cross out Mills. If I'm going against cover 4, I just run the ball, right? So if we go back to the man zone. And we say, okay, we're going to run this play. Oh, we're going to draw it back, and we're going to do whatever. And it's ready to throw. I think that's the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch, step, and then ready to throw. Ball is going to come out of our hands. Where should it go ideally? Like, if everything's gone according to plan, we've had our 5 steps, no one's jammed at the line of scrimmage, we've hitch stepped, and we're winding up and the ball is going to be released. Does this look like a picture where you like the play? Like, yeah, fire it out here, Paul, fire it out here and get it one-on-one. Come on, give me a break, bro. Is there a place where you're like, yeah, we're going to throw with anticipation before this guy actually gets open, we're anticipating him getting open? I don't think so. That's where I really like to scratch plays is, let's say everything goes perfect, the ball is leaving our hands, and we don't have anything that we consider open or useful. Is that going to be the same against the same play, but here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up. And again, regardless of the result, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up, and ball is going to leave our hands. I would say this is a good place. This is a good place to be. Right? And that's part of the difference with the other play. Is you're attacking the tight end. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? You're just reading the coverage and you're like, oh. Like, that's a huge difference. It's like our safety valve, big body tight end, get it to our Travis Kelce, our Rob Gronkowski, I said wrong. Rob Gronkowski, get it to our Ben Coates, get it to our whoever you want it to be, get it to our dude. And he's not even getting hospital balled. He's able to bring it in, and also, because he's a bigger body tight end, he's not going to be hospital balled nearly as badly. Yeah. It's like the same play, right? What is it? In and out versus wide receiver post. Because what do we have? The B button, which is the Z receiver, is running a go, and then the halfback is flaring out. The Z receiver is running a go, except the tight end is going out. So that's the only difference. In and out works, the other does not. And so now the point is, if they're taking away our tight end, how are they taking away our tight end? And the method in which they take away the tight end is more likely to allow other players to get open. Does that make sense? So I like it. Now, medium ends has like that kind of a drag action, and flanker hook has the curl by L. You see, flanker hook has a curl by L, and then slot hook on the left-hand side has a flanker curl by L, or the slot curl by L. So, FL hook out and slot hook are both slot hooks, right? So I kind of want to look at those differences. I have medium ends and slot clear out. Those are tied together. So let's actually leave practice. Cut some of these plays that we want to cut. Features, cut, create a playbook, offense, modern O. It doesn't matter because we're not practicing the plays. And we're going to go to modify playbook, preview playbook. We're going to go here. Parallel posts we were keeping. Right? Posts and zags we were keeping. Deep slant we were cutting. And wide receiver posts we were cutting. So with that in mind, let's put the screen there, those plays there. In and out is the only one like it. So we'll swap that with parallel posts. And then we've got this kind of action here. 2 of those. And now we've got slot hook and FL hook here. Medium ins and then slot clear out is fine. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. What if I switch positions with that and switch positions with that? And now the reason I do this, we've got slot hook in both spots. Corners, okay, whatever. But medium ins now has the slot dragging and the slot dragging. The slot, it's not necessarily faking a drag, but like whipping out. Right? Yeah, at least for the temporary, I like it. Because what else is the slot doing on the other plays? Yeah, I like it so far. Here's kind of like, but it's not the post. Okay. I like it, I like it. So let's save that. This is another song that I've used. This one's called Earthquake. Save to watch later. I like this one a lot. Okay. Let's go game modes, practice, Texans, Eagles, a modern offense, so we like all this so far. Parallel posts and zags, we like it so far. So FL Go has the out. We'll look at FL Go in a little bit. Not that I want to skip it. But I like medium ins, tight end hook, slot clear out, what we're looking at. No, why not? Why not just look at FL Go real quick? Are there any other out-breaking routes by the L receiver? Like intended, kind of clear out, but not from the post looks. So let's look at FL Go. And let's also talk about it a little bit here. So, X button, post, B button, go. Right? In and out, B button, go, X is post. FL Go. Even FL Go, A is running an out, but a quick out versus a deeper out. Right? So in a lot of ways, in and out and FL Go, flanker go, are very similar plays here. But the depth of the out route and L button breaks out instead of in. So that also keeps the defense honest. Right? Okay, so they have got the strength here, and then we set it up, and then we drop back. Wow, that's just some weird quarterback movement. Yeah, and just getting the ball out. You see what it did? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. It never wants to save that. I like it. FL Go. I need a 5-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, how about you get your hands on it and catch the damn ball, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step. Let's get it out. So I think the read here while we're dropping back is he's getting pressure. The timing is ruined. We need to go somewhere else as we step up, open our hips, and look out here. A little shot. No time. Yeah, it just gives us deeper shots. I like it. It gives us deeper looks and alternate routes. By going deeper with a tight end here, we get a quicker route. Like, we're going deep with L and short with A. We're going short with L and deep with A. The flanker going in and out. So I like that too. Okay. So now we're going to look at the slot hook plays. Something I like about flanker hook is it's an outbreaking hook. I've talked about that before. An outbreaking hook, we drop back. Well, you got to catch the damn thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I like outbreaking hooks more. The angle that they take and protecting themselves from the corner and the depth that they get, I like them a lot. We're just getting no protection from our offensive line. Even at worst, we're getting 5 yards on that completion. Yeah, still 5 yards on the completion. And then we have other options as we drop back. Wow, that was not intended at all to drift like that. Need me more? Of course I can. Alright. Let's just click autoplay. And the computer auto threw it. Yeah. This is the pink container, right? Wow, you have a lot of things on top of this pink container, baby. There's many things on top of this pink container. Yeah, put it on the front because it's dusty. Yes. And I would That's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking too. Alright, so we're going to also snap the ball. You see, he's auto throwing it, which is great. Alright, here you go, babe. I will. I need to get past the door. Thank you. Okay. Alright, let's get an auto play here. Yep, good. Okay. And drop back. User control, and he's dropping. I like the play. One of the questions are on the left-hand side. Yeah, nice little completion. I was just wondering, is there any conflict with that? And I don't think so. Yeah, clearly that's not where you want to be throwing the ball. But yeah, you can get the little quick throw to Gaffney down the field. You can get the little drag. There's a lot you can get happening with this play. I like it. I like it. So let's go to our notepad and put flanker hook with a check mark. Where is it? FL hook out. Checking mark. Medium ends. I wrote medium ends. Where are medium ends? There it is. That's where medium ends are. I haven't checked it yet. We haven't looked at corners yet. We haven't looked at slot hook yet, though, so that's fine with me. Let's look at slot hook instead. We have the same thing with Gaffney. I don't like how there's a little bit of a cluster on the left side, so. Let's look what slot hook has to bring us against man under. Again, I would run the ball with this, but I don't like that little double move stuff with B. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of faking / actually getting the ball. He's like, okay, I'm gonna get on the hook, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm sacked before I can throw it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's really weak. Yeah, especially here. We're not able to force the inside breaking like curl action. Since we're not able to force it, it's just got some weirdness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's not only a hospital ball, but I think the problem, like, okay, the timing could be a little better, but this is the issue. Because of the depth, we're running it right into the curl, and we're causing problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch step, press A. Yeah. Just forcing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch step, press A. Yeah, I think the drag is a lot better for that tight end. I respect that we've got routes that go down the field and then have the tight end breaking out. So forcing the defense to respect out breaking routes by the tight end, and then we hit them with an in breaking route. Like, there's a value in that. But I don't like that L and A are basically lining up in the same spot here. Right? Like, there's a value in just forcing the human or the computer or whatever to be like, oh yeah, you've got to stop me breaking out, but I'll just keep breaking out. Like, what are we doing? I know I'm just forcing the ball here, and that's not the correct read. But I think that's the huge difference with the drag and not the drag, right? Is if everything goes according to plan, we're still running our guys right into each other with slot hook. I don't like the double move, so I'm going to strike it out. Okay. I don't see the value in corners if I already have parallel posts. Right, if I have parallel posts doing the corner post, then why am I running another corners like double plays like that? It's kind of like running 4 verts without getting a true 4 verts, I guess. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up. He's still not ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step up. That's the other thing with this. Like, it's a 7-stepper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's still not breaking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, step up. And they're still barely ready for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's still not ready for it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't get a full 7. But still, ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, step up. Like 7 and a hitch? Who has time for that? Let alone the Texans offensive line. Like, seriously, who has time for this ish? No. Corners, no. I'm sorry, bro. Like, there's no hot read. It's just takes too long to develop. It's like, oh, well, if you had receivers like Calvin Johnson and also like all these other legends on your team, then that would be so good. If you had Jerry Rice running down with his route running and then, oh yeah, you mean if I had great players and my players would be great? Like, how about I have good plays? Because great players can make great plays also. I shouldn't have to need great players in order to make the play work. Like, but it's so good if your player is great. Like, it's so powerful because it strikes them down the field, and it's just so backbreaking. Great players are going to make it backbreaking for everyone, no matter what the play is. Stop it. I know no one's saying that in the chat, but I've heard stuff like that in that thought process. So, boop, gone. Gone for sure. So that gets rid of a few more plays. So let's strike those. Save it. I need to take a bathroom break, so I might actually run, not a complete game, but a computer sim, it versus itself, using our playbook so far and seeing what it looks like. That's something I think we might do. Create a playbook offense, modern O. Doesn't matter, because we're not practicing the plays. Modify, view playbook, choose set. And then we said parallel post is fine, post and X is fine, FL go is fine. We want to get rid of deep slants, wide receiver post, which I think we already have. Okay, we want to get rid of corners. Let's come back down where corners was. So in and out we liked. Parallel post weird zags. FL go we liked. That we liked. Slot hook we did not. Slot hook we did not. We have FL hook, we have this, we have that. I think tight end hook is going to run into the same problem. We're going to run out of field space, or we basically need to have the ball on the left hash. And I think the drag and the curl are going to run into each other, where at least in medium ends, we're going to have like them cross, like a semi-mesh of sorts, where you need to see that. I'm worried about B and L getting a conflict, so we still need to look at how those plays play out. Clear out looks like it's going to be a good play. I worry that tight end post is going to take too long as a play. We know cross up is solid. I think we've got some solid plays here. Are there anything that we can just eliminate because we don't like the look of it? I think these are fine, just like on the surface. I don't like how X and L look like they're going to create traffic for themselves out of nowhere. I think it's less true here because we're breaking out with X while L is staying put. Whereas here, L is like going to where X wants to be. These are worth looking at. Crosses and double outs, like the layers. Which one's good? Maybe they're both good. This one is interesting. Okay, Quick Looks has hitch, drag, post out. Hitch, drag, post out with a running back. So, Strong Flood and Quick Looks are the same play, except the running back is blocking it, which we can just tell the running back to block. So, goodbye. And I'm going to scratch it on my paper before I even do anything. Where is Quick Looks? I found it on my other sheet. Just got rid of it because there's no reason to keep it. So with that in mind, double drag, all that. Okay. That's where we last were. These two have the same X and L routes. This one has... This is that thing where the tight end's running the in versus the halfback in the flats. Now, when we had the tight end running an out on a different situation, we like the tight end play, but a lot of in-breaking routes kind of get cut off by linebackers like we've seen. And the threat of the running back to the flats is still interesting to me. So otherwise, we're going to need to see which one of these is better, though. This is interesting. Quick hits. This is one where L is running out and X is curling on him, and it creates a conflict that I also don't like them in the same position. I also don't like the in-breaking B. There's a lot I don't like about quick hits, so I'm going to cut quick hits too. I've used that play in playbooks before. And so we were somewhere around here. Yeah. With these plays. Slant corner, whatever. FL streak, curls. Yes, they both end up in the same kind of spot, but it depends on how their spacing is and how they're curling. This one is different than the one I cut out because it's a very, very quick out with a deep curl. Not like a 5-yard curl with a 5-yard out running into each other. This is smash and a fine play. This goes inside like a slant and then bends back out with spacing. I'm worried about this being a garbage play with L and A cluttering the field at the same time. I need to alert that. I'm worried with L and A, with all these... Like, we've seen it against the computer that they get walled off on all in-breaking routes and not having like a hot route or anything. I don't even think this is waste. I think this is a waste of our time. I don't think this is worth using. I really don't think we're really gaining any benefit out of this play. So we were last here. Tight end streak. Everyone's running streaks except for an in-breaking route. I don't like that either. Especially how much they wall off in-breaking routes. So no, I don't like it. Again, fine. Worried about that. I'm really worried about that. What is the benefit here? Is there a benefit? I don't think there is. Let's get rid of short and deep. So short and deep. There's other ones that I've cut as well, but I don't see it on my... Oh, there it is. There's other places I've cut that I haven't scratched out of my binder yet, but on paper here, yeah, I like several of these looks. Yeah, I like these. An in-breaking and an out-breaking. Out-breaking with a tight end, in-breaking with there. So you've got goes, and plus I like QB waggle anyway. You actually, like, literally as a computer, you waggle out, or on a computer as a human, you can waggle out. So it's good. I like it. I don't like the mirrored routes, because if it doesn't work on one side, it probably doesn't work on the other. I'm not going to completely cut it yet, but I don't like it. Again, in-breaking L, out-breaking B. I don't like how A and B, or sorry, in-breaking L, out-breaking A. I do like the double out-breaking routes with X and B. I don't know if A and B are going to create, like, cluster. Double hitch and wide receiver hooks have the same route combination from X and L. And again, this is a situation, do you want the tight end or do you want the running back? And I'm willing to bet that we're going to be a lot happier with the tight end. But then is the tight end going to interfere with the Z receiver with B button? Okay, and more smash action on the left-hand side. Solid across the board. Don't really like the in-breaker, but it's fine. Here, again, in-breaker by L. Tight end out. That seems fine. I don't know how R is going to interfere with L. Like his physical real positioning. But I think it's fine. Outbreaker X, L inbreaker. Inbreaker L, outbreaker A. The depth B should get downfield, and then A can run underneath and behind it. L should go over the top, and A coming across underneath. And then I've never done the reverse pass before. I think we're pretty happy with several of these. We're going to hit Save Playbook. And one more step. Put the cap on my pen here. Since we have removed a certain number of plays, I was capped at the full 81. And I've capped all the runs that I want. I got as far as around Jacksonville or so. So let's just go with our Indy single bat. Let's go passes. Here. We didn't want that, and we didn't like that. We didn't like that. Nor that. And I thought we already have that play, basically. I'm pretty sure we kind of already have that play. Tom Coughlin's book. Okay, here we go. Double hook, nope. Overload. Could be. Little Mills on the left and overload on the right, maybe. Options, no, don't really like that one. A play action we haven't looked at. I like it. Now we go to KC, Dick Vermeil. Scroll down until we see red check marks. Corners, double hook, wide receiver fade. Could be. Tight end middle, no. Streak, no, we cut that. Dave Wanstead. Quick hits, no, that's what I said. X and L just run into each other. Corners, no. Double hook, no. Okay. Mike Tice. Double hook, corners, wide receiver, post, just like we cut that. We wanted the tight end running the out. I don't think we like it. I think there's just everything is in breaking. There's nothing out breaking to challenge it. This is literally all the slants without even the Poco route. There was a big no, and there's another play action pass that we haven't seen yet. Okay. Good, good, good. We're all the way to Bill Belichick. I literally was capped out at 81 plays. I literally couldn't keep adding more plays. So we're finding the ones that I hadn't even had a chance to add. We cut that and that. A wide receiver screen, we haven't even seen that. Quick hits, we cut. Pretty sure we've already seen variations of drags. Left drags, interesting. Hazlitt. Do they even have the formation? They do. Double hook, nope. Giants. Wide receiver, quick in. We got a curl flat on the right hand side and everything. Interesting. Slot streak. Interesting. Corners, no. Slot hook, no. We've already said no to that. And streaks, no. Jets. Single back. Double hook, no. Corners, no. Deep slant, no. Quick looks, sure. If we don't have that in our book, sure. Bill Callahan. Double hook, no. Left drag, sure. I don't see any conflicts. Overload strong, sure. Streaks, no. Andy Reid. Halfback curl. No, I don't care. Posts. No, I don't care. Like, that's just parallel posts with, like, less work or whatever. No. Halfback flat. I kind of like it. You got a little dragon action. It may not be good, but we can try it. Corners, no. Bill Cowher. Steelers go Super Bowl. Steelers got Aaron Rodgers. Steelers go Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl. Nope. Slot post. Quick hits. We've already said no to that. Marty Schottenheimer. Quick hits, again, a no. Wide receiver options is a no. Holmgren. Corners, no. Wide receiver post, no. Deep slants, no. Mariucci. Notice how many plays we have, and it's just one formation. Deep slants, no. Slot hook, no. Double hook, no. Corners, no. Ace tight end drag, sure, why not? Twin outs, yes. Very much yes. Love this play. St. Louis, Mike Martz. Slot drag. I don't think so. Tight end middle, no. Tampa Bay, we're running out of teams, folks. Tampa Bay doesn't even have the formation. Tennessee and Washington. Corners, no. Tight end middle, no. Washington, the last team playbook. Corners, double hook. Posse slants. Posts, no. Balanced playbook. Corners, double hook. Pass balanced. Posse slants, double hook, FL post. I don't like all the end breaking stuff without any out breaking stuff. I think we're good. Okay. Let's have the Colts versus the Texans. Offensive playbook. Modern offense. And start the game. It's practiced, isn't it? I meant to start a game.
Will be his go-to guy once again, and will obviously a better route. Connecting traffic. Stopping this combo hasn't been easy for him. Coverage usually go with to prevent these two from doing a lot of damage. What you call it tight. Is back and ready to put this one in the air. He gets the kick away. He receives the kick and starts the field. The Texans will start this drive from the 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Just about in field goal range. The Colts line up with 3 wide receivers. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Great catch. And he's stopped at the 1.
So what happened in the time I went away? Was there a fumble, an interception? What? Yeah, an interception. Great. On the first play. Great.
The Colts using motion. Loses the defender. And he's brought down at the 20-yard line. Gain of 4. Grade 6. Decent right. And he hits his guard. Shepard takes him down at the 19-yard line.
All right, defense will step up. 3rd and 5. Peyton's got something manageable. Tight end to the left. 2 tight ends to the left. Quieting the crowd down here in the RCA Dome or wherever they are. Play action fake. He's getting pressure. He's got to get rid of it. It's 4th down on a drop. Peyton avoiding pressure in the pocket. Delivering a catchable ball. And yet it's incomplete. And the Colts are held to a 4th down. They're sending the kicker out, Matt Vanderjack. After the interception, the defense holds strong. Holds him to a 3-point try, and it's good. So the interception cost him 3 points. Love that animation with the kicker and the punter. Always love that one.
sends this one toward the end zone. Glenn returns this pick.
Second chance on offense. Let's go.
Protecting the ball this time around. So we have first and 10 here.
I wonder what the formation's going to be. The only one available. I know all the runs should be good, whether they actually run the correct runs against the correct fronts.
Serving.
Looking to throw.
And he makes the grab. Can't bring him down. Terrific athleticism.
And Tony Banks is hurt. Fantastic. So, which play did they run? They've got a jam up front. The slot is both going like this. It's interesting to see. Oh, okay.
Let's get back to the
Interesting.
action on the field.
Still not putting Carr in, though.
So we have first and 10 here. Ball on the 46-yard line. Number 11 sets up. He's looking to pass. Passes left. Great
Let's
pass.
go.
27 with the stop. At the 24. Never hesitated on that pass.
That was quite a throw. That's been popular golden arm.
Quinn, huh? Back foot just launching the go route to X. Who is doing anything else? The tight end is messed up. The running back is blocking. Interesting route combination.
Back to the play on the field. It's first and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Gaffney goes in motion. Dropping back. Steps up into the pocket. Throws it out.
Nice.
And he's stopped at the 14.
Even our backup quarterback of our expansion team is cutting people up, huh?
Lisa, what have you heard?
Well, Al, it doesn't look good. I spoke to the team doctor and he indicated that it's the type of injury that will take some time to heal. They're hopeful it won't take long, but his return is doubtful.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, that's good news because in the replay, it looked a lot more serious than that. We'll probably miss the rest of the game. They're inside the 20. He can't rally up. Washington takes him down at the 18. Allen went nowhere, John. Went nowhere fast.
And there's our 3rd and 15 I discussed. Oh, let's go!
And welcome back. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. So, John, we see this offense looking good and very pleased. They were able to put together a nice package of plays for a touchdown.
Can't argue with the result. And the touchdown was the result that they were looking for. This offense would put it together.
Brown in to kick this one off. He kicks it off. Number 85. We're trying to bring this one back. They've turned their last possession into 3 points. Let's see what they do with the ball this time around. So we have first and 10 here. About 2 to go. Ball on their own 28. Madden under center. And the defender
Good run, good run.
at the 32-yard line.
Move the chains.
Keeps him on the ground.
Just 2 or 3 yards isn't a lot, but it's enough. That's all I needed.
The defense respects the fact that you're running a run.
So, they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 32. Searching for a save. Spin around.
There we go. Sharpa.
33-yard line.
A good mix of run plays
Jamie Sharpa.
helps to keep the other team honest out there.
Second and 9 from the field. Ball on their own 33. Manning hands it off.
Let's go.
Will be spotted at the 35. Gain of 2.
Big time 3rd down here, folks.
Nickelback in this time. Man in motion. Looking downfield. It's the pass off. And
Good throwing catch. Great connection.
Play basketball. It's not play basketball. And you can really see why when you see it jump that high.
so let's pick up the action. First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. Fifth play of this drive. Man in motion. James looking for a seam. Aldridge takes him down at the 34-yard line. And they need about 9. Sixth play of the drive. He's going to throw. Looking downfield. Gets rid of it. And
Got his guy.
quarterback did a really good job finding his target with that pass.
This receiver can really do it all. He has speed, running around, and he can make catches on any kind of throw. And he's got those great hands.
They're down inside the 10.
Red zone defense. Step it up. Hold him to 3.
Manning under center.
Maybe a holding call.
For his first tackle. Penalty.
Yeah, that was just bulldozing our defense.
He's going to be playing for holding on that play.
The rule on the whole is you can't let your hands go to the outside of the body. If your hands do move outside, then you have to move them back in as soon as you can, or you'll get called for holding.
That could kill the drive and help us hold to a field goal.
Diamondbacks in for this play.
See how Peyton just cuts us apart?
Passing right. Hits
There it is. Cuts us apart. Could be a field goal or just a touchdown in one play.
That's the pass he had to get, and you're right there in the old breadbasket.
Peyton Miami. Good old Peyton Miami. Hitting that classic Harrison curl. There's the double curls. The inside breaker and the outside breaker. And just turning up field and going. Let's go.
Play on the field.
Peyton Miami.
And it's on its way. The extra point continues. So we see this offense getting it done on that long touchdown.
No matter what kind of field position you start in, as an offensive player, you got to be thinking touchdown. These guys got the line in the end zone, and that's exactly the kind of drive they want to see.
just about ready to kick this one off. He sends it off. The return will half field.
Third time on offense, and we don't have our quarterback.
It's 1st and 10. All on their own 25.
Good pick. So 2 picks on 3 drives, boys. Bad placement. Terrible placement. And then there's warping. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Nice. Nice. So we need to look at flanker hook. We've already looked at flanker hook. Medium ends. Wait, what the hell is this route? Oh, L is going all the way across, A is crossing, and then B is crossing. That's why I felt like more arrows than we're supposed to have. And that's what I was worried about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step up. The ball is being gotten rid of. Gaffney has already run here. There is no crossing action, and they're all clustered together. So it's just a giant cluster of bodies. So, medium ends. That is as bad as I was afraid it would be. So let's cross it off the board. Okay. Tight end hook. He has no room to go. Yeah, what kind of route is this? What kind of route is that? And yeah, they're basically causing problems. So TE hook gone. I think we saw this become a big play in the game. We need positioning, but I'm pretty sure that I saw this become like a play. It was pretty good for the computer, and I think the routes are pretty good. Yeah. Like, that's already just a good shot. And there's all the alternatives. Hey, babe. Thank you. So, slot clear out. We're happy with it. Flanker clear out. Yeah, that's a good clear out that we like. Don't care that it's an interception. Do care that it's being housed. I just wanted to see if we could like 3-step slant it. 1, 2, 3. And then like 3-step slant it. He's taking it away. Because I'm thinking like A and X 3-step slanting. Yeah, I think we're reading the inside leverage. And just like throwing it out. It helps if you could actually catch the football. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go, guys! Protect me. That's more catchable. There we go. What's causing the ball to be so off? They're bumping into each other. On paper, it looks like a nice play, but I feel clear out. It's not really a 3-step slant. It's just kind of a weird little mess that looks a lot better than it actually performs. Damn. I was just trying to see because he runs the inside breaker like a slant. Can he undercut it? I don't like how long these plays take. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch step. And the ball is ready to come out. I mean, yeah, we've got this. So, like, fine. That's what I have talked about. If you hit 5 steps and you're ready to throw with your hitch, where do you want the ball going as it leaves his hand? And I think the answer is here. That classic money route. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch step. And then catch it, bro. Like that. There you go. So, not a bad play. You just got to make the right read. And as long as you've got someone you want to get the ball to. But I don't like the fact that this is way too late for the check down. and not enough time for this. And they're also running into each other. And there's plenty of routes that do that? Do we have plenty of routes in this book that do that? L with a deep corner route. Wide receiver quick end does it. Wide receiver screen does it, but you can't count on it. Play action does it, but you can't count on that. Wide receiver deep hook does it. Outs does it. Middle hook does it. So we have plays that do it. Deep corners does it. Post corner does it. Cross up kind of. So do we need tight end post? I don't think so. Oh my goodness. I think drag is a good play. I think quick outs is a good play. I think cross up is a good play. Deep corners has the hot read, the outbreaking route, the deep shots. I think there's a lot happening. We've got to practice it, but I think double drag and deep corners are probably going to be good plays. Post corner is probably going to have some value in it. There's some other ones I'm unsure about. Let's get rid of the ones that I'm pretty sure we want to get rid of. Save and call it a night. I think we've accomplished a whole lot here. In and out. FL go, yeah. This was FL hook. FL hook out, we said yes to. Oh, because it's a drag. I was a little unsure about it, but it's a drag. That's why we were fine. But medium ends, we were cutting. Tight end hook, we were cutting. Slot clear out, we said yes to. Flanker clear out, we said no to. Tight end post, we said no to. I think I already got rid of medium ends, right? I think drag looked like it was going to be good. Tight end quick out looks like it's going to be good. Cross up and deep corners look like they'll be good. Several plays look like they will be good. We don't know if they will for sure, but they kind of look like they'll be good. Don't have a lot of faith in flanker in. There were some of these I think that we added, like crosses, double crosses. Was there also some weirdness on the back end that we added later? Yeah, quick ends. So what's here? Quick ends is the same as crosses, right? I wonder how they're going to run the routes, though. Maybe there's like a way that they run the routes properly or don't, but otherwise it's a repeat of a play, right? I know this is a good play. You have the quick arrow routes, and then you also have outbreakers. That's a great play I use in the Niners playbook. You've also got ins and outs here. Not sure about this one. Could be good. This one I don't think has a lot of merit to it. Like, if they cut off your in-breaking route and they're in man coverage and they're flowing, I don't think this play has a lot of merit. If they're in man coverage, they just follow with the zone, Maybe you can hit L depending on how quickly or how hard they press. Like if they're too high man under, if they're in cover 5 basically, you got nowhere to go. Your play is just dead with no ability to advance, right? Again, not sure about the way they're breaking in. Here you have slot post, where A and B are just like kind of close to each other, and then they're doing the same thing here. The outbreak at L. So I'm not sure if slot post or slot streak will be any good. Well, let's switch it here so there's at least some variation. That way we can see them next to each other. Wide receiver screen. Left drags. Do we have a play like left drags already? Like drag from the right hand side and then like that. The dual drag, but it's not double drags. Here's a drag, here's drags. But a double drags? I don't think so. Okay. I think we have a lot of interesting plays here. We have a good time to stop. I'm kind of getting a little bit of a headache of it. Where are we in terms of the... Yeah, we're like over 3 hour mark. We have 71 plays. We've added all of the... We've added all of the plays from this specific formation. So, not that I want to add more plays here. But I want to show you my idea is now I want to go single back 3x1. Shotgun, no. Gun, no. No. Single back 4 wide, not yet. Big double tight end, no. Normal's where we're at. Twin tight end, no. And then strong eye, no. So we'll go to SD Chargers. Schottenheimer. And show you what I'm talking about. Not big. Not normal. Strong slot. So strong slot is what we're looking for as our second formation. And so, just adding all those runs, I doubt off tackle will keep. I doubt we'll keep that. There's several plays that I doubt we will keep. We probably won't keep split belly because there's no puller. Right? So all we have now are some runs. The next thing I want to see is, unfortunately, it's treated like a whole new formation instead of going like left and right. And we don't have any passes yet. I don't mind. We're going to make room for them. But the point is that we want these 3 wide receiver sets. We want this 11 personnel. I love the fullback. I love using 2 tight ends. I love all that stuff. With this specific team and this roster, we want to do that. See, there's no left and right. It has just like it's treated like a new formation. So let's look at halfback belly week. Right hand side, sweep. Left hand side, belly weak. Middle, just classic dive. Off tackle. Slam and dive, what's the difference? We're going to call counter. Slam or dive. Fine. Now the other one. The way the double team is? Don't like it. We're gonna call the belly weak instead of the counter. Not a fan. Great tackle animation. He's getting caught. It's a mess. No block. No block. Dive and slam look like trash. Much better football play. Much better football plays. Good, good, good. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to cut some plays. Not all, but I'm going to cut some plays. And then I think we can finish it. You get the idea. And it's a foundation to build off of. So, dive, get out of here. Slam, get out of here. Traditional counter, don't like it. Off tackle, I'm sure has the same animation point, but we'll figure it out. So run to the left, run in the middle, run to the right. I'm willing to bet off tackle is going to be the same problem that we didn't have with the other plays. And we're at 75 out of 81 plays. Obviously, we're going to need to cut more passing plays out. But I think, in summary, we've accomplished a lot. And we're building a hell of a playbook. So I'll see you for the next installment. So great to have you here. And we made it almost a 3.5 hour mark.